Okay, welcome back. So now we are going to discuss about cyclo-converter control. So as already told you that where voltage source inverter, voltage source inverter that can be constructed by using various commutated devices. Earlier we have used transistors for constructing a voltage source inverter, whereas here where the cyclo converter that is current source cyclo converter, which we have constructed by using thyristor. So cyclo converter which allows variable frequency and variable voltage supply. So earlier we have obtained the output of a voltage source inverter as a variable voltage and variable frequency supply. By using that variable voltage and variable frequency, we have controlled the speed of an induction motor. So where the output of this voltage source inverter which have connected to the induction motor. So here also cyclo converter allows variable frequency and variable voltage supply. So we can't apply DC supply to the cyclo converter where the input supply is a variable voltage supply, variable frequency and variable voltage supply. It is nothing but an AC supply is to be that is to be obtained from a fixed voltage and frequency of AC supply, where the input supply is an AC supply to the cyclo converter by using thyristors. So we have used various thyristors to construct the cyclo converter. So a half wave cyclo converter is shown in figure 1. And earlier we have discussed about that voltage source inverter control. By using that voltage source inverter, we have controlled the speed of the induction motor. So here by using the cyclo converter, we can control the speed of the induction motor. Whereas here the input is an AC supply and the output of the cyclo converter is same like voltage source inverter. Where the output of the cyclo converter here also a variable voltage and variable frequency supply that is given to the induction motor, which is where the output of the cyclo converter which is fed to the induction motor. By using this variable voltage and variable frequency, here also we can control the speed of the induction motor. Whereas only earlier we have discussed about the harmonics, where the harmonics which is present in voltage source inverter is very high. So whereas here because of the low harmonic content, when the operating at low frequencies, because of low harmonic content, when operating at low frequencies, a smooth motion is obtained. So if the harmonics are very less, obviously the value of that is the motion is very smooth. A smooth motion is obtained at low speeds because of low harmonic content. When operating at low frequencies, a smooth motion is obtained at low frequencies. So here the input supply is a AC supply, and the output of the cyclo converter is the variable frequency and variable voltage which we are getting. And here the cyclo converter, in the cyclo converter control where the maximum speed. So here by using this cyclo converter we can control the speed of the induction motor. So here the speed is maximum speed is restricted to 40% of the synchronous speed. Here the maximum speed is restricted to 40% of synchronous speed at the mains frequency. Only the maximum speed is restricted to 40% of the synchronous speed at mains frequency. And here the 4-quadrant operation. So you know that already, you know that 4-quadrant operation: forward motoring and forward braking, reverse motoring and reverse braking operation. The 4-quadrant operation is obtained by. So how the 4-quadrant operation is obtained in this cyclo converter means cyclo converter control means by interchanging that is by reversing the phase sequence of the motor terminal voltage. So these are the motor terminal voltage. By reversing the sequence, of this motor terminal voltage, where the 4-quadrant operation which is possible here, either the motoring, forward braking, reverse motoring or reverse braking operation which is possible by reversing the phase sequence of this motor terminal voltage. And since cyclo converter, so here we have used only the thyristors. So here we have used the thyristor. We can use transistors also. Earlier in voltage source, while designing a voltage source inverter, so we have used transistors, but here we have used the thyristors. So we can use transistors also. Since cycloconverter employs large number of transistors, we can use transistors also here. Since cycloconverter employs large number of transistors, it becomes economically acceptable only in large power drives. So suppose if the transistors which are used in the designing of cycloconverter means, it becomes economically acceptable only in large power drives. It is applicable only in large drives, large power drives. And that's all about this cycloconverter control. So by using this variable voltage and variable frequency, so here the induction motor, the speed of the induction motor which we can control, but the supply is the AC supply, AC input supply, which we are applying here. And generally by using this voltage source inverter and cycloconverter, so where the scheme is nothing but closed loop speed control, closed loop, whereas closed loop means feedback will be there, closed loop speed control, and converter rating for voltage source inverter and cycloconverter induction motor drives. So whereas the closed loop speed control scheme, so this is the closed loop control scheme, closed loop slip controlled PWM, pulse width modulation inverter drive with regenerative scheme, which is given here, where this closed loop control scheme which has various elements, that is various components. One is a speed controller and PWM inverter where the DC supply which is directly applied to the PWM inverter, where the DC supply, a fixed DC supply is directly given to the PWM inverter, where the in the DC link where the capacitor which is connected, whereas here where the DC supply which is directly given to the PWM inverter, meanwhile in the DC link where the electrolytic capacitor which is connected in order to reduce the harmonics. And so here also how the speed of this is said to be the feedback part, how the speed of the induction motor which is controlled. Only the concept is by varying the supply voltage, and the frequency. By varying these two parameters only we can control the speed of the induction motor. So here also the speed of the induction motor can be controlled by variable frequency and variable supply voltage. And here this is said to be omega m. So here speed controller, so it consists of speed controller, slip regulator, then voltage controller, and PWM inverter. So PWM inverter and speed sensor. So where the speed sensor which is in the feedback path, whereas which is in the feedback path, that is feedback, you know that output which is connected given to the input now. So speed, whereas by using this speed sensor we can sense the speed of the motor. And here this, where the notations which is used in the block diagram, where omega ms is nothing but the synchronous speed. Omega ms is the synchronous speed, and omega m is the actual speed of the motor, and omega ms is the synchronous speed, and omega s1 star is nothing but slip speed. So this slip speed which determines the inverter frequency, as I already told that, whereas this DC supply is directly connected to the pulse width modulator PWM inverter. So that is first point. PWM inverter fed from DC source which has the capability. So whereas this DC, so why the DC source is directly connected to the PWM inverter which is for regenerative braking and 4-quadrant operation. For these two purposes, where the DC supply is directly connected to the PWM inverter, only is for regenerative braking and 4-quadrant operation. And whereas this drive which is applicable to any voltage source inverter or cycloconverter having regenerative and dynamic braking capability. And this block diagram which consists of a speed controller, whereas this block diagram which consists of a speed controller, whereas as I already told that whereas this omega m, where this omega is nothing but the reference speed, So whereas this omega s is the reference speed, and this omega m is nothing but an actual speed. So actual speed and omega m is the actual speed, and omega s is the reference speed, which is given to the error detector. And the steady state error will be this omega m and minus this omega s. So which is given to the speed controller. The speed error is processed, and the output of the speed controller, which is given to the slip regulator, whereas the slip regulator which provides omega s1 star. Omega s1 star is nothing but slip speed. The slip regulator which provides a slip speed omega s1, and omega ms is nothing but the synchronous speed, where the synchronous speed that can be obtained by adding this omega sm and omega s1 star. By adding these two, they will get the synchronous speed of the motor omega ms, or omega ms is the synchronous speed and omega m is the actual speed. And the speed error is processed PI controller and slip regulator. PI control, why the PI controller which is used? In order to get a good steady state accuracy, where the PI controller which is used in the block diagram in order to get the speed controller. So it is nothing but the PI controller in order to get the good accuracy, in order to get the good steady state accuracy, and to attenuate noise, and the output of the PWM inverter again, which is given to the voltage controller, and this V star is nothing but a reference voltage. Okay, where the output of this error detector which is given to the voltage controller, and the output of the voltage controller which is again fed to the PWM inverter, and based on this frequency, based on this variable frequency and variable voltage, we can control the speed of the induction motor, where the speed of the induction motor which is sensed by using a speed sensor which is connected in the feedback path. So that's all about the closed loop slip controlled PWM inverter drive with regenerative braking. Arvind, have you taken the snapshot? ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಅರವಿಂದ್?
Yes sir.
ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಗೂ ತಗೋ, ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಪ್ಶಾಟ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ.
Yes sir.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅರವಿಂದ್?
ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ರಿಓಪನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೆ ಸರ್, ನವನೀತ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇರಬಹುದಂತ.
ಜೂನ್ 1st. And one more discussion which is going on, it is strictly confidential. One more discussion is going in our college. I think the faculty, the new faculty, where they are going to handle this power system operation and control and solar energy, where the faculty will come from EC department, I think. There, where the discussion is going on. Where the discussion is going on, I think the faculty will come from EC department to take the power system operation and control, and one more subject is some solar energy is there, right?
Yes, sir.
ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಸಿ ಇಂದ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, where some discussion is going on. Power system operation and control is not started yet, right?
No, sir.
Not started, Kaushik? Half of the model have been completed.
Sir, only introduction ಆಯ್ತು sir.
ಒಂದು module ಎಷ್ಟರಿ?
Introduction ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಯ್ತು.
Oh, introduction, only introduction. We can't write examination, right? With the help of only with introduction.
Yes, sir.
I think the faculty will come. Faculty will come where the discussion is going on. If the faculties are willing, definitely they will allot tomorrow or day after tomorrow, from next week onwards. I think they will allot.
Okay, sir.
I think they will allot. They don't know what will happen. I think how they will handle this power system operation and control, I don't know, because it is completely electrical oriented paper. It is completely electrical oriented paper, right? It is completely, as well as it is completely problematic oriented paper. ಅದೇ ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೋತ್ರು ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ನೀವು.